story here, and then we've got his body parts, like head, like belts and stuff like that, right? So for the first frame, all of that's being animated. For the frames, for many of the frames after that, though, you'll notice there's only one, like one thing that's here. That's because I'm not using the individual body parts. I've actually created extra movie clips that have animation frames, right? And these animation frames were done in Adobe Animate. So basically, I just created a pose in Adobe Animate for some of the more complex movements like flips and like kicks and stuff like that, which would be very hard to do in Unity. What I did is I created a static image, a static pose just like this. This is Corey and Zinjin fighting or sparring or whatnot, right? So I just created a static pose and I exported that as a PNG, and then I dropped that into Unity instead. And so that's why you're only seeing like one element here, because this is just a static frame. It's not supposed to last very long. Anything that requires like fluid movement, I would recommend using like the standard body part animation. Just going through all of these. Any really complex movements that are only going to be on screen for a little while, then you can just kind of get away with using with making a static image and just kind of sticking in there and like letting it play before anybody notices that it's not really moving. So like that kick there, I wanted that kick to hang in the air for a little bit just to like kind of emphasize like he's getting some airtime. So you can always smooth these out later, but that's kind of what I'm going with. And like I said, this might not necessarily be the best animation method for a game, but I'm not really a professional developer yet. I'm like doing a demo, trying to get budget so that I can actually make a professional game. So which is why you guys should stop by my website and like stop by my Kickstarter and support me on Patreon because I need money. So to continue making this. All right, so this is what we got so here. All right, we got his jump. All right, and we have his melee attack. All right, we've got his hurt. Boom. All right. We'll do dead next, and now we got his run. Okay. Yeah, so that looks pretty fluid, I think. Alright, so now let's go ahead and play through this. So here he's got his run cycle. He's kind of running around doing his thing. He can shoot. He can jump. Alright, he can do his melee attack. Okay. Alright, and let's see what else can he do. He's got his mechs here. Does he have his mechs? No, he doesn't have his mechs. Boom. Okay, damage. Okay, now we have our... Okay, good. And now he's got his mechs over here. But remember, like this is for a Kickstarter project, so this is the draft Kickstarter page that I am working on. So please stop by and get ready to go ahead and start supporting that. I do have a lot planned for this game, comics. First, the game. If once the Kickstarter is successful, then we're going to launch an animated series, and then we're going to like keep on expanding this universe because it's already built out. I know how each of these characters like lives and dies from the time they're born until the time they die, and their grandkids and their great grandkids and stuff like that. So I already have all of this, not only up in here but also written down because I've actually started making movie scripts and TV drama scripts for this as well, because the novel itself is like already has a massive amount of information about this world. So like I said, this novel, the character that you're seeing that I'm building right now are in chapter 3. Chapter 3 starts on page 66, right? So that means that chapters 1 and 2 already contains a lot of information, and this whole book is 504 pages long, and that's only like about like not even a third of the story that I have planned for this. So this is a very There's a lot of lore, which I've actually done a video about on this on my Twitch stream as well. So remember, the flow of this game is basically we have the comics. So the comic series that starts in ancient Japan. Then we have this game that I'm working on right now, which kind of like tells some of the major events after the comics and after the first and second chapter of the book. This game comes, right? The events of this game. Then, after the events of this game, it skips to chapter three of the book, and that this is where we pick up with some of the characters that you'll be playing in this game, and you'll find out what happens to them. And then after that, it kind of skips to their descendants, who are the main character, though the WildFIRE cast. And if you're interested in the story and you're starting to get interested in the character, you can actually go to my online store here. So I do have an online store with merchandise for all of these characters already. So you can just go to nerdyurges.com. So here's one of the shirts, or one of the hoodies that you'll find on my website. And like even the character that we're working on right now, Corey, has his own T-shirt. So this is like the original design for Corey. I haven't updated the anime design for him yet, or the game character design for him yet. Yeah, but if you like these, you can go ahead and start grabbing products from this before it becomes popular, or before the Kickstarter launch. I even got a coffee mug, an original coffee mug. So yeah, just stop by my website or stop by my online store, nerdyurges.com, and go ahead and start buying merch for this game in order to support the build and support my channel. And also if you don't want to like buy merch from the store, which I recommend buying merch from the store because it's all really good quality stuff. But if you want to support me without buying like products from the store, you can also support me on Patreon, where I'll be posting tutorials and new artwork and like video clips and stuff like that.